Okay, this is Paper Dolls. I'm using a temporary screen recorder, and it's only allowing me 10 minutes, or actually I think it's 5 minutes, I'm not even sure, but it's real short. So all I'm doing is straightening out the doll shoes where I had left off. And so it's click, unclick, click, just trying to round it off, click, unclick, click. That looks better. Bring the point back over to where the sock should be. And now what I need to do is slightly overlap the black, and I'm going to bring a band over here. I'm going to click on the outside of the sock, bring a band back over here, and click it. And I'm going to get that and get the black shoe together. I'm holding down my shift key and my left mouse key, and I'm going to weld those together. Okay, so there we got her shoe, but in the wireframe I wanted to see what her foot looked like underneath there, because she may not always want to wear shoes. So what I need to do is pull this out, and I think we need a node over here. There we go. And then pull this out. Okay. I want to round that off a little bit for her toe. And I plan on doing a lesson on teaching how to make feet. It's really not as hard as it may look, but it's more of an advanced lesson, I guess, and so I'm trying to get you to this point here first. Okay, let's straighten out this sock a little bit and pull it so that it goes up over the leg. There. And round it off to the shape of the leg, and round off the leg itself. So let's back out and see what we have as far as this paper doll is concerned. It's in wire frame right now, so what I need to do is take off the wire frame. And she looks pretty good. And like I said, if it were me, I would redo her face. You could copy it from this one. I mean, you could actually hand draw that if you wanted to. Or you can trace it and then do it with the pen tool on your machine. But again, she's still in pieces. So let me move this purple dress away. I'm going to group that and move it out of the way because it's getting in everything I want to group up. And I'm going to get rid of those flowers. We don't need those. So now what I'm going to do, I'm in the Pro software, and this is the only way I can think of to do this. I need to make a copy of this, but I'm going to make it convert it into an image. And there's a reason why I'm doing that. So now what I'm going to do is detect intensity on that new image, and I want to make it black. Make it as black as I can get it, and that'll work. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but it will. Hopefully. I said that. Let's hope so. And what I'm going to do is take all of this stuff off of here. Okay, so what I have now is a shadow, and that is the shadow that you can glue all of these pieces onto, and that'll give you more of a solid base. That was my whole purpose in doing that. So to show you again what I did, I'm going to go back out and do this one more time. I'm going to get my whole image, go up to image. The very first one says convert to image. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click OK. And this now is no longer a vectorized image, this piece, because if you look at these two together and I put them in wireframe, this one here is vectorized and this one is still an image. So you can't cut this out as it is. Okay, some reason it boxed them together, so let me get off. So now that I have this image, I'm going to go to the intensity tool. It's what you get this intensity tool when you vectorize things, and I'll show you that again. Go to shape. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't even do that. What am I thinking? Go to automatic auto trace, and here's the vectorization, intensity tool. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on the image, the picture of it. And I'm going to use my slider bar to make her as dark as I possibly can get her. Hit OK. And I don't need any of these inside pieces. So I'm just going to erase all of the inside pieces, and I now have a shadow. I don't need this image anymore. I now have a shadow from my paper piece doll. Now, the dress up there has tabs on it, so you can make it like an old-fashioned dress. That was something else I forgot to show you when I was doing this dress. If you decide to do it this way, if you want, personally I don't think I would. I think I'd be stronger without it, but you can put the kiss cut line where it would fold on the doll. But I think I would not do that if it was me, because I think that weakens it, especially if a little girl's going to be playing with this. And they're usually pretty hard on these things. So that's something that you can do. If you did not want to do that, if you opted out of that, you can get rid of that. Let me get rid of those. What I would do is use this line segment tool. Oh, I've got it grouped. Can't do it when it's grouped. Break the group. And actually, as a line segment, I think I'm going to use this curve arc one and actually curve it. And do something like this. And then that way you can put a magnet on here. And they have those magnet papers. You can make the doll complete. I would, if it were me, if I was doing this, you know how they have the magnet sheets with the paper on top? I would cut this out in the magnet sheet. Let me group it out. And then I would glue the pieces of the doll onto the magnet sheet. And then with the dresses, once they're constructed, or the clothing, I'd put a piece of magnet on there so that it'll stick to this. So just to give you an idea of how this would work, I'm going to group this together again, and I want to make sure I group her together again. And then bring this down and bring it to the front so you can see it. And I would try it on her in case some things need to be adjusted, and I think that's pretty cute, but I don't like this section right there. So I'm going to do something that Chloe taught us in the class. I'm going to hit the girl and I'm going to lock her in. It's on the Pro software, so now I can't select her. That's going to allow me to work on this dress without it getting mixed in with the girl. So I'm going to break group, and I want to go into this section here and clean this up. And I can also see that I need to clean up some of the paths in this too. I just don't like the way it looks. It's just me. Okay. I mean, you can be as fussy as you want and less fussy than you want. It's up to you. I mean, we're all different. But it will be from you if you give us as a gift. And I'm trying to get this little thing here. Ugh. There we go. And I want to make that one the pink like the rest of it. Actually, it's a different shade of pink, I guess. There we go. I got the right one that one time. And so there's a paper doll, there's one outfit, and there's all these other ones to go. And those actually look like they'd be easier to clean. And like I said, some paper dolls are actually easier to work on than others. And I want to group this up again. There we go. I got it that time. And I'm going to unlock my paper doll. So now I can move her around if I want. And yeah, I just want to get that back together. And like I said, this is the shadow. And you can just have fun with this. You know, just enjoy it. I know I always loved paper dolls when I was a kid. And this is in 1930s according to this. In 1930, Dolly... let me get up close so I can read that to you. In 1930, Dolly might have been one of your great-grandma's little playmates, and that's true. My mother always talked about cutting people out of catalogs and making clothing for them. So they didn't have the paper dolls like we grew up with. Okay, so I don't need this image anymore. I'll get rid of that. Bring these in closer, and I'm going to let you do the rest. So this is Vicki Key. I'm signing off. I'm just showing you one way to make paper dolls, and it's not as hard as you may think. Have a great day.